as the angel gave him the bread and made him walk and come to the mountain, he went into a cave. Even there, he went into a cave to hide himself. There he went into a cave and spent the night. How miserable it would have been. A man who shook a nation is now going and hiding in a cave. All alone. There was nobody, at least in his sight, to help him. God puts us in that situation.
Come on.
Even our own wife sometimes will not be able to help us.
That's right.
They will cry for us, but they will not be able to help.
That's right.
There have been circumstances in my life. When my father passed away, the Lord, of course, gave me great revelations about what is going to happen in the world. And then He showed me what I should do in the ministry. I was overwhelmed. I announced it. And the staff were all overcharged. But the next moment I heard one of our prayer towers in New Delhi. 2 people had come at 7 o'clock in the night and said, give us a list of the people whom you are praying for. We hear that a Christian prayer is going on here. We want to know what's happening here. And they knew if they gave them the list of the people, their houses will be burnt the next day. And this whole prayer tower will be burnt also. It was that time. But as the director called me and told me this is going to happen, immediately I thought, which government minister can I talk to? Which police officer can I talk to? And who can I share this with? And I was trying to reach everybody in my mind. But then I knew when it comes to a religious problem, nobody would put their hands into it. They would want to be politically correct. They'll be friends as long as everything goes well with you and get your votes. But when you go through a problem, that's when you feel so lonely. They will take their hands off. And God taught me that. And then finally I said, as this man was calling me, he was on the phone, I was on the phone with him, and a few minutes were ticking by. And finally I said, sir, can we pray? That was the final thought that came to me. But that was a sure thought.
Yes, hallelujah.
But then the Lord told me, Paul, when I asked you to open the prayer tower in Delhi, you opened it. But you have disobeyed me through that. When the Lord speaks through prophecy through you, and He says you have disobeyed me, you know, it brings a chill into your bones.
Yes, yes.
And yet, you know, the spirit works and the mind also works at the same time. So mind was saying, Lord, have mercy on me, don't finish me off. Fear grips your mind. But the Spirit is controlled by the Holy Spirit. You have no control. Thank God for the Holy Spirit. He helps us in our weaknesses. He is there to help us in our weaknesses. So God brings you through the dust.